Hi there, Shweta. So we've got new essays from you. Well done. Let's take a look and see what you had to say about these two topics. Okay, the first one is the pet owner bar chart. Let me see. You didn't include it here. It would have been helpful, but okay, I'll try to see if I remember it as well as I can. So the graph shows the number of pet owners in 6 different countries between the years 1990 and 1998. Overall, it can be clearly seen that England had the maximum highest number of pet owners among other nations provided in the graph. Okay, fine. It is observed that Wales had the least number. You always put a the in front of the superlative here. The least number of pet owners, and results are varying in terms of number. The maximum number of pet owners the country had was around 180,000. The second least is Canada, with the number ranging between 200 and 260,000. Results from America and Ireland are more or less the same, with the pet owners a bit less in America. When you say the same as what? The same as Canada's numbers, or the same like between them, America and Ireland? Because if it's between America and Ireland, it would help if we actually knew what those numbers were. However, if it's with Canada, then you should have said the results of America and Ireland are more or less the same as Canada. Okay, so you can see that here this is creating some lack of clarity here, and I'm not really sure what you're trying to tell me. Alright, the situation radically changes for Scotland and England, where the number of pet owners has reached its highest point. Okay, this is not clear to me. When? I mean, you're using now the present perfect, but you've already told me it's a graph showing a 9-year period, so I'm not really sure when all of this is happening. Are you saying just in general on average? Because I don't want you to do that. I do want you to talk about this progressively, what happens over time, any changes, any major increases, decreases. You need to talk about that rather than just a summary of, you know, this whole period, just like this. Okay? So let's see. It is seen that the number of pet owners were less in 1990, which increased gradually and reached the maximum 1994 and 1995. There could be seen huge dip. Okay, no, a huge dip in numbers could be seen in 1995, but it again increased in later years. To conclude, England owns the highest number of England has the highest number of pet owners and Wales the least. The number, you can get rid of the and here, has kept on increasing year by year with little variations. All right, so I like that you talked about the total. I think talking about the total is really important, and it's the one thing that a lot of people neglect to do. You should talk about the total, and I like that because you talked about it chronologically. What I wanted, however, was some data. Okay, what were those numbers? You talked about those high points, you talked about the low points, but you didn't give me any figures, and I needed that. Okay? So that's one problem. There's not enough data here. The other problem is here. You spent so much time talking about the individual countries just like as a whole rather than kind of looking at it year by year. So that was a problem. So what I'm trying to tell you is that all of this would really affect your task achievement grade. It's nicely written, really it is, but there are some areas that I would like to see worked on a little more. Okay, so now we move on to your task 2, international marketing, invasive, intrusive, or educational, and so forth. Okay. Global marketing is on the rise as demands of people are increasing. Some people believe that the international marketing, oops, wait, what happened here? Sorry. Okay. Some people believe that international marketing without the does no good to the country, whereas others argue that it is necessary for the growth of the country. This essay discusses both the views in the following paragraphs. Now, check this out. It says to you, give your opinion. And that's where I want you to give your opinion. I want you to give it in that introduction for sure. All right, somewhere you need to throw it in there. It could be the last line, it could be the line before that. You absolutely need to say, if it asks you for your opinion, you need to do that in your introduction. Okay, so first, global marketing is depriving local business. The people I don't know why you capitalized people. People tend to choose international brands or products, plural, rather than local brand, as they believe the quality would be better. This would lead to a decline in the profit for local businesses or of local businesses. Okay, something like that. Secondly, international marketing will cause unemployment. The real-time illustration is cited as many rich countries like US and Canada are hiring laborers from India, China, and other Asian countries as it would cost them less than hiring local laborers. This causes employment issues in their own country. Let's see. I have to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like you're talking about global marketing or international marketing at all. It sounds like you're talking about just globalization in general, and that's not what international marketing is. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to do a little search for international marketing and see what it really entails, what it really means. And so if you do think in the end that it's educational or if you think it's invasive. Okay, so let's move on. Okay. However, positive results are also being seen. You don't capitalize positive. There are various reasons which show that international marketing helps in the growth of the nation. Studies have shown that the ideas of mixed nationalities lead to driving, mixed nationalities leads to making the business successful. The mixed culture will bring up new ideas altogether. People will also know the interesting facts of various cultures. The main reason for global marketing is that it helps in economic growth of the country, which in turn benefits the people of the nation. It also helps in improving relations between various countries, leading to a harmonious environment. Okay. Let's see. I still don't feel like we're talking about international marketing. I feel like we're talking about something totally different. I feel like we're talking about like a global community, but certainly not global marketing or international marketing. I don't know what's a main idea. I don't know what's support. So this would really affect your coherence and cohesion score. And I just don't feel like there's really a lot of connection between the ideas in this paragraph. I think they're all just kind of scattered rather haphazardly. Some of the vocabulary is very nice, some of the grammar is good, but those other areas that I mentioned make this paragraph for me really problematic. So to conclude, the advantages of global marketing outweigh the disadvantages. I believe that it brings more positivity where everyone will be benefited. Okay, so I've already told you pretty much my feedback for this essay. There are some good elements, but there are some areas that you really need to correct. Let me think. What did you say? The advantages. Okay, so the good news is that this order of paragraphs is correct. You have to put the advantages, which is what you support, at the bottom. So well done there. Okay, but I do want you to correct these essays. I'm not sure if you have any more essay corrections with us. I'm not sure at all, but I would like to see you enrolling in something a little more long-term so that you can really see the true benefits in your reflected in your writing. I think you will benefit from participating in one of the online courses here. So I hope to see more of your essays. I wish you lots of luck with your writing. And so good luck to you. I would like to see some more essays from you in the future.